Due torte mit dem Daisy hatten. Dann was wird die Daisy Krankensage und Bedeutung herzlich
Hello, back on the Silk Road. Yesterday you saw some images and a video from the village Ushkuli, and we went all the way to Kutaisi, and on our way we passed one of the world's largest concrete arch dams. It's the Inguri Dam, and as the name says, it is located at the river Inguri, at the border between Abkhazia and Georgia. And yes, the construction works began there in the Soviet Union in 1961, and it lasted over 20 years to finish this huge construction. And what's really interesting is that the European Union, or the European Investment Bank, offered some money to let's say rebuild, or to rebuild the technical facilities in this power plant. And it's the power plant is able to offer 40% of Georgia's electricity use, so it's a really important construction and power plant for this region. After the visit of this huge dam, we went on to Kutaisi, and here we are sitting at the moment.
That's the stunning panorama of Kutaisi, one of Georgia's most important cities. It's the third largest city and a very crucial one for Georgia's national identity. For instance, we talked some days ago, when we've been to Batumi, we've talked about the Greek myth of Jason and the Golden Fleece, the Argonautica saga. And it is believed that the quest for the Golden Fleece of Jason had its final destination here in Kutaisi. So Kutaisi is also important for the, let's say, ancient national heritage of Georgia in this regard. In the second regard, it is also important for Georgia as its former capital, as the capital of the Kingdom of Georgia during the Middle Ages. Later on, during Soviet times, it was a very important industrial place. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, economic potential, let's say, decreased a lot. But in order to decentralize the Georgian legislature, the government from Georgia, from Tbilisi, Mikhail Saakashvili moved the government from Tbilisi to Kutaisi some years ago, but only for, of course, a short time. This was in order to show a little bit more of state presence in the western part of Georgia. Also, of course, closer to the separatist region of Abkhazia. And in this perspective of us, we will now show you something more, which is really important for Georgia's national identity. It's the Bagrati Cathedral, and Sebastian will tell you more about it.
Yes, this cathedral was built around the year 1000 after Christ. So on the northern facade there is written that it was finished in 1003, year 1003, and end of the 17th century it was destroyed when the Ottoman Empire tries to take over this region. And yeah, afterwards, a few hundred years, there were just ruins and a few walls standing. But in the 1950s, restoration works began, and I think in the 90s, it became part of the list of the UNESCO World Heritage. But I think after 2000, restoration works went on, and now it's totally rebuilt. But this was a reason why it was kicked out of the list of the UNESCO World Heritage. But Kutaisi, or near Kutaisi, there is, and until today, an official World Heritage. It is, I think, in this direction. We will go there now, and there are the Gelati monasteries. And yes, you will find, or you will see a few pictures, or maybe also a video from it after on Live Talks.
See you.
Ja, Gelati hat.
Wenn ich wirklich sage,
Ja.
Gelati.
Ob es Gelati oder Gelati ist, weiß nicht.
Ja.
Also,